Hello, 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 everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I am headed to Taos. This is Monday morning, by the way. Yes, I am going into Taos. It's been a few weeks, and I'm in desperate need of a road trip. The only thing I really need, though, the only thing I really need there, though, I'm going to pick up a couple of things, is the Just Egg that I like so much. And one of the reasons I want to get it is a couple of them is because once I leave here, I'm not going to get it again until I come up here next spring. The nearest Walmart where I am is 1.5, 2 hours away, and it's a refrigerator item. So I don't see anybody that will mail it to me. Walmart won't, Amazon won't, because it is a refrigerated item. And there's no local store to deliver it from. Anyway, and this is the end of it. I won't get it again until next year. It's kind of disappointing at Hungry Root. Before I signed up, it said they had plant-based eggs, but they don't. Maybe it's just something they're wishing for. I have been meaning to write them a note, send them an email or something, and say, could you guys get some of this Just Egg? So I'm going to pick that up while I'm there. But really, I just wanted to get out on the road. I still have another month or more here. And as much as I like Eagle Nest, the Rockies and the thrift store are about the only places you can go. And the thrift store is only Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So there's not much of entertainment value there. And Angel Fire has a lot. They have like $2 stores and a grocery store. But it's just nice to take a road trip. Oh, look, it's going to rain. It's sprinkles on my windshield. Anyway, yeah. There's something I want to tell you that is uh, more really fantastic news, but I'm still kind of a little bit in shock. And I'm like, oh, well, how much good stuff's going to happen before the bottom falls out and everything? It's just a little thought in my head. I don't sit there and worry about it or anything, but I'm like, too many good things are happening in a row here. My niece told me to embrace it. Rhonda, a few days ago, my friend Rhonda from Minnesota, told me I have good karma right now. I should accept it. So, yeah. But let me get settled in here and get past the construction, and maybe I'll tell you. I don't know. I need to think about it. Because it, once again, threw me for a loop. So let me get through this construction and stuff up here. I'll be back. Okay, guys. Are we ready for more good news? Can we handle more good news for Cindy? I don't know. Well, this person's going really fast. So let me give you just a tiny bit of background here in case you're not aware of it. Greenhouse lady. She's a lady in her 40s. She's got grown kids. She's the manager of the park. She runs it. But her dad owns it. Her father owns it. And he lives in Texas. Everybody there is from Texas. Except me. And a couple of Oklahomans thrown in there for the mix. Oh, and there was an Arizonan too. Anyway, he goes home every week. But every weekend, her father comes in, and like he's doing the deck with a friend of his there. He's supposedly, I hear, tearing out some flooring and kitchen in one of the cabins and redoing it for the people that rent it. And he just he comes in and works. Supposedly he's got several projects going at once. Anyway, once again, I was coming out of my trailer, and there was greenhouse lady. This was yesterday, right after, 5 minutes after I made my last video, ended it. I wanted to tell her I still had to mop the floor and stuff in the cabin and vacuum. And I have till the 24th, so it's not a big deal. But I'll do that probably today or tomorrow. Anyway, she comes up to me and she goes, my dad wanted me to tell you something. And I went, I did. In my head, I'm going, crap, they want me out of here. What have I done? No, that wasn't it at all. She goes, my dad wants to build you a garden, a big garden, and till up the land and put a fence around it so the animals don't get in so you can garden. We're not talking about a tiny little garden here or tilling around the greenhouse. We're talking he wants to put a huge garden. Beds for me. And so she says, yeah, she wants to do it. He'll put a fence around it and everything. And he wants to know how many rows you want. All this, and I'm like, it's like, number one, I don't garden in rows, but I was so shocked when she said it. I go, I'll have to think about it. And I go, oh my gosh, I have to decide. I don't know. Let me see what we're going to grow. And where I was going to put it, where we were going to put it. They were thinking about putting it right next to the greenhouse in the space I'm in now and move me down one, because it has to be by a water source. And I said, you know what, I got an even better idea. Put it on the other side of me in that space, and it still has the water and everything. And I said, that way, nobody will ever be able to park next to me. And then we talked about privacy and stuff, and it ends up she is not big on socializing either. That's why she zips through there so fast and just waves at people. It sounds like me, right? She goes, why do you think I'm in my house all the time? I like my privacy too. So anyway, back to the subject. I got to thinking later, I go, well, I should have just let them put it wherever they want. It's their freaking RV park. Right? But what gets me is they're giving me 2 spaces for nothing. Yeah, they're giving me 2 RV spaces that they could be renting out. Now, mind you, not too many people stay in there unless it's around the 4th of July or something like that where it gets crowded. A big holiday. But yeah, they're giving me 2 2 spaces as mine. So I started getting, kind of, I didn't cry, but I was just kiddingly going, I was choked up and she was laughing. I'm going, I can't believe somebody's giving me a garden. I don't know. So, yeah. So I thought about it. I couldn't answer at the time, but I don't garden in rows. I like to garden in 4x6 beds, and put container pots out there, kind of like my friend Rhonda in Minnesota. That's the way I like to garden. I just like to kind of mix everything together and have it all in one space. And then because this is the way I am, and I have to push everything to the limit, not only did I say put it on the other side of my trailer, I said, can we have a compost bin? You don't have to buy all that fertilizer if you have a nice compost bin. But yeah, that's me. I'm going, okay, well, if they're going to give me this, well, let's push it. But the compost bin, I'm just going to make it myself. I don't intend to. I was just asking permission, put it that way. and letting her know I know how to do compost. I actually prefer, I enjoy composting even more than I do gardening. I'm a freaking nuts about it. Anyway, so of course, once again, my niece has all my composting stuff in St. Louis. But yeah, I'm still kind of flabbergasted by it all, because I never thought when I hit the road I was trying to find some place I fit in, some place that I could call home in the summer and another one in the winter. And I had no idea how absolutely complete utter kindness I have found in since I've been on the road. I mean, beyond anything I've ever known. I'm just shocked at how kind people are. Now, point out here, I don't know this guy that's doing this. I mean, I've said hello to him once this year, and I said happy birthday to him last year when they were having a party, and that's it. It's the extent of my knowledge of her father. And I really don't know, greenhouse lady that well either. Almost said her name there. Because she just zips by most of the time. Um, and we don't talk that often. So this is kind of shocking to me that these people I really don't know are doing all this stuff for me and giving all this stuff for me, to me. And I'm just like, I have a hard time believing it's all real, to tell you the truth. I'm going to move over here and let this guy go around. And that person go around. And I'll hit the road again. I never seem to go fast enough on this road. Anyway, the story I found straight from Greenhouse Lady, which let me just note that I found out this morning that's what people in the park call me, Greenhouse Lady. I thought that was rather humorous, since that's what I call the manager, that it's her greenhouse. Actually, she told me that her father had built that greenhouse several years ago for his mother, which is her grandmother, because she was a gardener. And she never used it except for storage. She would cram it full of storage stuff. Junk. And I guess that wasn't, he's just so excited that somebody's actually, he goes in there and he just loves all the plants and flowers and everything I've going. And he just apparently inspired him to build me a garden. Now, mind you, they're going to get most of the food from this. I'll do my own little thing, like I did this year. I'm not a person that gathers up food and cans it and stuff. I'm the kind of gardener that goes out there and has my lunch in the garden, that comes back and just pick things up and munch and nibble and call it a meal. That's me. I don't like preserving food. It's not that I don't like it. I don't have a spot to do it. I mean, can't do anything like that in the trailer. But I'm not really interested. I didn't do it in my house either. I just grew stuff and ate it, or gave it away. I mean, ate it right then. And sometimes I would put stuff in the fridge. But to me, there's nothing more wonderful than going out and having your meal out in a garden. Well, I used to eat breakfast out there. Sometimes I go out there for lunch. Oh, the asparagus. I grew this beautiful asparagus that just was getting really thick and good before I sold the place. And I would go out there and grab up a bunch of it every morning, go in and cook it, have it for breakfast. Or eat it. Asparagus eaten right outside. Oh my gosh. It's nothing like the stuff in the store. It is so delicious. Just right out of the garden. Anyway, okay, so I guess this is becoming a gardening video, huh? I just wanted to share that with you. Yeah, I guess he just loved all those plants in that greenhouse. It's setting. I know Greenhouse Lady had stuff in it last year. But she's pretty busy and everything, and I guess she just doesn't get around to a lot of the stuff. I never hardly see her go in there, though she says she goes in to grab some tomatoes every once in a while. But yeah, I said, well, and this is what I told her. I said, you know what? So I was going to do this. I'm going to start this stuff in the desert before I leave, and I'm not going to make them real big like it this time. I tell her that, but start them little and bring them up. Anyway, I'm going to start us, and so I have to have a list of the things you want. So I got to make sure I have the seeds for it or get the seeds for it. But I did tell her we need to get together, or you send me a text this summer or winter and let me know the things. So she was naming off some of them. I got an idea because I know what she grows. But now she's all excited and she goes, can we have strawberries and blueberries and blackberries and raspberry plants? And I'm going, yeah, hey. I mean, she wants all the berries. And I thought, yeah, I was thinking about strawberries for next year anyway. But, and blueberries, don't forget blueberries. Oh, this is going to have to be pretty big to fit all the berry plants in there too. I don't know. So we'll get together and make a list. I think I know exactly what she wants, but I would like to know what kind of peppers she wants. I know she likes jalapenos, and she's got some mini bells that I've never seen before that grown in there. And I don't know. I'll ask her because during the winter I like to get catalogs and then I stock up on seeds and try new things and stuff. It's one of my biggest joys in life is planting the garden. Planting, growing from seed, all that stuff really is cool. Almost the food is almost secondary to me to the fun of gardening itself. And don't even think about composting. I love to compost. Anyway, I have now hereby shared the good news with you. And I'm still kind of trying to soak it all in. We'll see. Yeah, it still hasn't registered in my head. I'm just not used to being treated so well. And that's a sad thing to say, but no. I'm just not used to it. And I get it. I get it not only up here in Eagle Nest, but down in my winter camp. People are incredibly kind. And I don't know. I don't know what to think of it all. Embrace it. And he says embrace it. I go, okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm headed to Taos. Nothing special, just pick up a couple things, but it's nice to be on the road for a little while. I'm going to let you go for now. I hope you all are doing well, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.